Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the music room. It's Thursday of the COVID-19 lockdown. How many Thursdays have we had? I don't know. 4? We're getting into the swing of it now. I want to say, first of all, a massive thanks to everyone who sent me in their singing and their videos and even their playing for the first ever lockdown choir project, the Someday project. I hope you guys watched it online. I put it on YouTube and on Facebook. I didn't put it on Instagram. Is Instagram, do you guys watch that? I'm trying to do Instagram, but it's another one, isn't it? There's so many of them. I'll put it on Instagram tonight. Uh, so it was amazing, and I thought it came together so beautifully, and so many of you guys were saying how touched you were by it, and so many of you who sang in it were saying how great it felt to be recording again, and I feel the same way. It's just great to have projects on the go and to be making art together. And it was cool, for old friends of mine from Canada, Conrad and Emily, Australia, London, Newcastle. It was like a big Edinburgh, my sister. It was a big collection. And since then, loads of comments came in. People are really into it, and loads more of you want to join, which means I have to do loads more editing, but that's great. That'll keep me busy. More voices, the better. So we're going to do, what I thought I'd do is every week I'll try and throw you the next movement that we could do of this whole oratorio. The oratorio is about an hour long. I wrote it over the last few years, and the texts, most of the texts of it come from a friend of mine called Fred LaHaye, who is a poet and a theologian who lives, a philosopher who lives out here, and he took the work of Teilhard de Chardin, which is very dense and very technical and very kind of like, these philosophy books, like, whoa, each page takes you about 2 hours, and he wrote this cycle of poems that kind of sum up the ideas, but in a more readable, listenable way. And then he gave me the poems, and some of them jumped out at me to be put to music, and I structured the whole oratorio around this idea of love being a unifying force in evolutionary consciousness, and connection and synthesis. So this next movement is a really good one, following on from the Someday one. Someday was talking about when we harness the power of love, we will have discovered fire, which is a really powerful thing to say. And this one now has this soprano solo. It says, I've got it here on my iPad, it says, "Love alone is capable of uniting." So good. "For love alone takes us and joins us to what is deepest in ourselves, humankind, spirit of the earth, the synthesis of essence and being." I love that, the synthesis of essence and being. "The paradoxical conciliation of unity with multitude and of me with all of you." So this is a great one to do, because it's sort of like, I don't know, I feel like we're doing this. I feel like this is something that we're discovering in this lockdown crisis, in this strange period of our lives, that we're all discovering once more that we need each other, and we need synthesis, we need conciliation, that we need each other more than we think we do, or we realised that we do. And so what better way of doing it than to sing it and to do it over the internet and use this beautiful technology and create something wonderful together. Okay, so I'm going to teach you this. Now, most of the words that I just read you are going to be sung by a soprano solo, which I'm hoping Quiva, who did the solo in the last one, is going to do, because she's got this amazing voice, so perfect for this music. But you guys in the choir, remember that word, the synthesis of essence and being. As soon as I read that, I had this vision of a choir made up of men on one side and women on the other side. And the men all sing essence, and the women all sing being. And love is what brings the two together, I always dreamed of composing this piece for a wedding, where men would be on one side and women would be on the other side. The bride and groom would stand in the middle, facing each other, and the men and the women would sing this music that like pulls them and squeezes them, and sometimes clashes, which is important too. It's worth saying that, isn't it? Sometimes we clash. Yeah, sometimes we clash. And that's all part of love as well. I think that's really important to say. So this is how it goes. The men, you guys are just going to sing the word essence, and you're going to sing it like this. The piece is in 3, and you'll hear a click track on the guide track. 1, 2, 3, in your ears. That won't be there in the final one, but that's just to help. And I'm going to count you in, and you sing, here's the note. Essence. And then you breathe. Essence. So on the 6th beat, you do this, and you breathe. And that way, hopefully, we'll all do this together, and it won't be like essence, which is a hard thing in a choir to do. So yours is just simple. It's 4 essences. You go essence, 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 essence. A, C, D, E. Easy. It's all on there. There's me singing it too to help you. The women, you do... Oh, the bells are ringing. That's beautiful. I love hearing the bells. The women do... The men go essence, the first 3 beats, and then the women are like a ping pong ball bouncing off. Being, essence, being. So I'll show you your notes. The men do that, and the women go being, essence, being, essence, being, essence, being. Now the second time you go up rather than down halfway through. Essence, being, essence, being. Now this time up. Essence, being. And now this time a clash. Sounds a bit clashy. If you're singing it and you feel like this is wrong, it's clashing, actually that's right, because we do clash sometimes. It's worth singing that. It's okay to clash, guys. Just love each other afterwards. Okay, so that's how it goes. I'll play you the backing track, and you can check it out. So I'll count you in at the beginning. There's the click. 1, 2, 3. Men. Essence. Women. Beats. Essence. Beats. Essence. Beats. Essence. Second time. Essence. Beats. Essence. That's fairly easy. It's going to be beautiful with all of your voices on it. I can't wait to hear it. It does that, then there's a big gap in the middle where you won't hear anything but the click track, and that's where the solo is. Okay, so don't worry about that. And then you'll hear me count in again, and then we do it a good few times more. Okay? What you got to do, I made a new website, justingrounds.com/lockdownchoir, all one word. If you go there right now, you'll be able to download Love Alone score, PDF and MP3 of the guide track. Stick it in your iTunes or whatever. Headphones in and video yourself singing it. And then email it to me. I'll put my email at the bottom like last time, or whatever you did last time. Some people did Google Drive. I need to set up a Dropbox for this because we're going to have a lot of videos. So I'll try and do that. And yeah, if email it to me, and if it doesn't email, I'll send you the Dropbox link. That's the easiest way. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. I hope you're all well. And See you soon. Can't wait to hear your singing.